Lori Hines, and I am the proud superintendent of District 15 schools in Palatine, Illinois. District 15 is the second largest elementary district in Illinois with more than 11,000 uniquely diverse and wonderful students in pre-K through 8th grade. We are the 13th largest bilingual population in the state and work to serve students in all or part of 7 municipalities in the area. As a school district, we are highly focused on meeting the needs of every child every day. This year, our District 15 Return to Learn, Reconnect, and Reengage plan demonstrates our ongoing commitment to remain focused on educating the whole child by using responsive teaching practices, ensuring our students learn in a safe and dynamic environment, stay academically and socially emotionally engaged, and feel supported and challenged as learners, while we continue to foster the safety of our staff and students during the ongoing pandemic, which you can imagine has been quite challenging. Nonetheless, we are persevering. Here at Sundling, our dedicated staff exemplify the continued commitment to students, and as a result, we are here today to celebrate the fruits of their labor, being identified as a National Blue Ribbon School under the inspired leadership of Principal Jason Dietz and Assistant Principal Kelly Rice. Congratulations, Sundling. You have made District 15 very proud. We are honored to have several esteemed guests with us in District 15 today. Our State Superintendent, Carmen Ayala, Governor J.B. Pritzker, and the U.S. Department of Education Secretary Cardona. It is my immense privilege this morning to welcome our first speaker. So please join me in welcoming the 43rd Governor of Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker, to Sundling Junior High School.
Well, thank you, everybody, and thank you so much to Superintendent Hines. Thank you to the entire District 15 family for hosting us here this morning. It was terrific to join in on band rehearsal. I promise I didn't try to play anything. They were amazing with the Star-Spangled Banner and science classes, STEM classes that we got to visit. We have a bunch of very, very smart and talented young men and women here at Sundling, and I am especially delighted to welcome our U.S. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona back to Illinois. Mr. Secretary, you couldn't pick a better host for today's announcement than Sundling Junior High School here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Under the strong leadership of Principal Jason Dietz, Sundling offers and fosters a whole child approach to education, helping students learn more about themselves and their passions through clubs and sports and homework programs. And the community has been tremendously creative in adapting connections during the challenges of the last year and a half. And I want to just say to the community, thank you to everybody who's been supportive of this institution. Your support for Sundling means so much to the people here and to people, frankly, all across the state of Illinois. I'm also very proud that Sundling is not only a hub of academic excellence, but it does so in an atmosphere that exudes empathy. This is the first school outside Chicago to be accepted into the Museum of Science and Industry's leadership program, but it has also been recognized as a platinum-level school by Illinois Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. This school emphasizes culturally and linguistically responsive teaching, special attention to English learners, dedicated efforts to erode racial achievement gaps, and multiple check-in opportunities for clinical staff to ensure student wellness, a feature that has proven even more important during this last year. Leading up to this school year, my administration has been laser focused on safely bringing all students back into the classroom and, importantly, keeping them there so that Sundling and all Illinois schools can get back to doing what they do best, which is to help the next generation thrive. For months, the state has been working with school districts across Illinois to ensure the $7 billion in federal relief funding for K-12 education goes to supportive classrooms, intensive tutoring, and mental health services. And I know that District 15 is already hard at work utilizing its more than $20 million of an allocation for Wi-Fi, for Chromebooks, for curriculum advancements, and health services. And we've deployed a full toolbox of health measures to prevent outbreaks, helping to prevent students from having to stay home because they're sick or in quarantine. Not only have we made masks available for free to every school district that asks or needs them, but we've partnered with the University of Illinois to provide free state-of-the-art saliva testing for all of our public schools statewide. Keeping our young people safe, keeping the community of teachers and paraprofessionals and parents and everyone else that interacts with our local schools healthy. Well, that's the starting line for Illinois schools, and especially Sundling, so that kids can get a great education. It takes great leaders to make that happen. And I'm very proud to introduce one of those great leaders, the principal of Sundling Junior High School, Jason Dietz.
Good morning, Walter, our Sundling Junior High School students, staff, and community, and welcome to the special guests that are here with us today. My name is Jason Dietz, and I am the proud principal of Sundling Junior High. On behalf of my assistant principal, Kelly Rice, and the wonderful staff at Sundling, we are excited to welcome you here this morning to our school. Walter, our Sundling Junior High serves about 676 students who come from 5 elementary schools in our district. The members of our diverse student body are from Palatine, Hoffman Estates, and Inverness. Walter R. Sundling Junior High, in partnership with our community, dedicates itself to challenge and inspire all students toward academic excellence while fostering positive social development and mutual respect in an ever-changing global society. We believe that producing world-class learners requires sincere dedication from our teachers, support staff, parents, and community members, and of course, our students. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our WRS community for their commitment, their dedication, their trust, and their efforts every year, but especially these past few years. We would not be where we are today without everyone working together as a team. I now have the honor of introducing Natalia, a student here at WRS. Natalia attended Jane Addams Elementary School from kindergarten to 2nd grade, and then attended Lincoln Elementary School for 3rd grade through 6th grade before coming to WRS. Natalia is a native language speaker of Spanish. She is the youngest of 4 sisters in her family and the aunt of 12 nieces and nephews. Natalia is an amazing person who goes out of her way to say hello and check in with her fellow students and me throughout her school day. We are so excited to have her speak this morning. Natalia?
Good morning. My name is Natalia Nunez. I am an 8th grade student here at Walter R. Sundling Junior High School. It is my honor and privilege to introduce United States Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel A. Cardona. Secretary Cardona was nominated by President Joseph R. Biden and sworn in as the 12th United States Secretary of Education on March 2, 2021. Prior to becoming U.S. Secretary of Education, Secretary Cardona served as the Commissioner of Education in Connecticut, where he faced the challenge of responding to COVID-19 pandemic. He led the Safe Schools reopening effort in Connecticut by providing the guidance and oversight needed. He ensured equivalent educational opportunities for students while also prioritizing public health mitigation measures. Secretary Cardona is a lifelong educator, and his focus on equity and excellence for all learners has driven his work at all levels. He began his career as an elementary school teacher. He also served as a school principal in Maryland, Connecticut, where he led schools with outstanding programming from 3 to 5-year-olds, students that were bilingual, and students with sensory challenges. Secretary Cardona transitioned to lead the work of performance and evaluation in the district and then assumed the role of Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, overseeing teaching, learning, and leadership alignment. He is also the recipient of the 2012 National Distinguished Principal Award of the State of Connecticut and the Outstanding Administrator Award from UConn's NEAG School of Education. Secretary Cardona attended Maryland, Connecticut's public school and is a proud graduate from Wilcox Technical High School. He received his bachelor's degree from Central Connecticut State University, a master in bilingual bicultural education, administrator preparation program, and received a PhD in education and an equitable leadership program certificate from the University of Connecticut. Secretary Cardona is very active in his community and has served on several nonprofit organizations' boards of directors. His greatest source of pride, however, is his family. Secretary Cardona and his beautiful wife, Marissa, are the proud parents of 2 children. Let's give a warm welcome to U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel A. Cardona.
Thank you, Natalia, for the kind words. Eres un orgullo y me llena el corazón oírte hablar. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Governor Pritzker for your leadership in education and all other things in your partnership. State Superintendent Ayala, thank you for your leadership. It's a pleasure being a colleague with you and learning from you and the great work you're doing here. Superintendent Hines, thank you. And Principal, thank you. I could tell the love you have for your students in your school. And Becky Pringle, thank you for your national leadership and your partnership in this time where, as educators, we're rising up together. It's an honor and a joy to be here with you today. I can't think of a better way to start the school year off than with an award and to be together in person. I'm here to share that the United States Department of Education just named Walter R. Sundling Junior High School as a 2021 National Blue Ribbon School. Congratulations. That's a major, major, major honor. I've been in education over 20 years. That's like the Oscars. Everyone here is being recognized for your exceptional work on behalf of students. And students, you're being honored for your hard work too. The whole Sundling family should be proud. I know that all 325 Blue Ribbon honorees that are being honored today will be celebrating in their states, in their communities, just like we're doing here. This year's cohort of honorees demonstrates what's possible when committed educators, school leaders, and staff create vibrant and affirming schools where rich teaching and learning can flourish. I commend Sundling and all our Blue Ribbon schools for working to keep students healthy and safe while meeting their academic, social, emotional, and mental health needs. You can serve as a role model for other schools and communities so that we can truly recover from the pandemic and build back better. As a former principal and teacher, I know how much work educators devote to preparing students for success. You work tirelessly, investing every ounce of your energy and expertise in your students. When they struggle, we struggle. When they cry, we cry. When they laugh, we laugh. And when they soar, we soar. These ups and downs have felt especially steep these days. Over the past year and a half, America experienced challenges like never before. Yet, I've seen the resilience and determination of communities all across this country to wrap students in love and provide them with the supports they need to thrive. From struggle has come resilience and even greater strength. And now we're here, at the beginning of a new school year. It's a time of possibility, a time of opportunity, and a time of hope. And few things are more hopeful than the smiles on the faces of students that I see in front of me. I want to take a moment to speak to the young people here today. I know you're making even greater connections with friends and your teachers as in-person learning has started. You're preparing to shine in your classes, in your clubs, and on sports fields. I hope you keep this feeling of optimism and anticipation all year. You've waited a long time for this. The pandemic took away many things. It took away theater performances. It took away band practices, basketball and soccer games, the opportunity to learn in person with your peers inside your classrooms. The last year made very clear that sitting in front of a computer screen or a tablet is just not the same. But now we're back, and we can make this year better than ever before. To do that, I want to share 3 suggestions with the students here to make sure that we have a great year at Sundling. First, I encourage you to ask for help when you need it. I know life can become stressful sometimes. Talk with your family, with your teachers, your school counselors, and friends if you need support. Next, find ways to explore your identity. Students, be unapologetically you, even while you're continuing to grow and to change. Check out new clubs, sports, and friends groups. We're always learning. This year, I hope you find the courage to try something new. Finally, there are many ways that young people like you can make a difference in your community. The one I want to charge you with today is to help keep Sundling safe. That means wearing masks even when we don't want to. It also means getting vaccinated if you're 12 years of age or older. Ask friends if they've had a chance to get vaccinated yet. Help keep each other safe and make sure that the Sundling community can stay together in person, uninterrupted, all year long. We're stronger than ever before, and we're even stronger when we face tough things together. To the educators and school leaders, administrators here today, your school district's plan, Return to Learn, Reconnect, and Reengage, does an excellent job of addressing the needs of students who are returning to in-person learning. Importantly, it strengthens ties with parents and families. We know that's critical. Your plan focuses on the key actions that communities across the country should be taking in order to return to school. These actions are also reflected in the United States Department of Education's Return to School Roadmap. You're protecting the health and safety of students, educators, and staff. You're hosting vaccination clinics and implementing universal masking. You're encouraging students and staff to stay home when they feel sick. And you're implementing COVID testing and contact tracing. I want to emphasize how pleased I am with the testing and safety protocols you have here. You're also making sure families know their children will be safe in school. Confidence is such a big part of returning to school. I commend you for empowering parents through your parent university and by hiring additional bilingual liaisons to increase outreach to every family. You're also prioritizing students' social, emotional, and mental health needs. Schools provide so much more to students than a place to learn. For many students, schools are the only place where they can get access to school counselors, nurses, and other mental health professionals. That's one big reason why the return to in-person learning is so critical. They've suffered enough. They need to be in the classrooms. And finally, you're laser focused on accelerating students' academic achievement. You offered summer programs to help students regain lost instruction, and you're matching individual needs with supports for students. In short, you're kicking off the year right. So I want you to give yourselves a round of applause. We can talk a lot about planning. We could talk about discussions. You've done it right, and we can see the work behind us. We can see the smiles on the faces of students. As the governor mentioned, when we walked into that music class and we saw students playing their instruments, it's a reminder to me. Students performing is a sign of recovery across the country. Embrace that. They couldn't do it for a while. Music is recovery, and who better than our students to listen to? Beyond returning to school this fall, we must strive for more than just going back to where things were before the pandemic. That's why this school community and all of this year's Blue Ribbon awardees give me so much hope. To the Sundling community, you've done so much to make this school year possible. To the educators, your efforts change students' lives, and it will change the world. To the parents, what you've gone through over the last 18 months has been nothing short of heroic. To the students, you might look at the adults in the room and think that we have all the answers. You might think that you have to follow us. But let me tell you, Natalia, we're learning from you. Through your joy in returning to school, you're teaching us how to smile again. You're teaching us how to laugh again. You're teaching us to focus on the things that matter most: the love of our families, friends, and our teachers. Congratulations on your Blue Ribbon honor, and may you have the best year yet. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. And we are not leaving without getting some students near that bus for some pictures.